Hi everyone. I think we're live. Good evening. This is very chill Sunday night reading sprints with me and
It's
Alex ranting, having a chat.
it's been chaotic already and it's only
It's
just
yeah,
started.
it's
So
been chaotic already and no one has even been here to see it. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna just chat for a bit and carry on with what we were talking about. So I hope you're okay with
yeah,
that.
we were just having a catch up.
I catch up. Alex was telling me about an afternoon tea she went to that was vegan afternoon tea. So we're going to talk about that from, and then we're going to do some reading. But first, yeah, carry on telling me about the sandwiches. Hi,
You're
Amy.
not late, Amy. We've literally just started and
Oh
we're
yeah,
late.
no, we're.
um
I was late, really. I've been late to everything today. I was late for work this morning because I got stuck in in a traffic jam for a car boot sale that I did not want to go to.
oh
And it's
no.
off the main road, so I like couldn't avoid it, and it was so annoying. I was just sat there like, why is there so much traffic? It's Sunday morning. I don't want to go to this car boot sale. What is
No,
this?
you're just going to a car boot sale now. That's it.
No, no.
um
Anyway, carry
yeah,
on.
so roasted
Sandwiches.
veggie and hummus,
Yeah.
which I'd never had hummus before, but the roasted veggies were like onion, peppers, and courgettes, all of which I
Oh,
like.
okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll have that one. And the hummus, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. It was just kind of a thing.
I can't
Um,
believe
which
it was just kind of a thing. I can't
is
believe
there.
you never had hummus before.
And
Sorry.
then the last one I didn't even try, and it was salad. It was the nicest looking one for me. It was like salad,
Yeah.
which looked really nice, but then it also had avocado on it, and I know I don't like avocado.
Okay, yeah. I'm not a massive avocado fan.
But then the cakes, I'm going to show the picture again because we're live now. But like,
Yeah.
so there was these.
Looks so
Oh my
good.
god, where's my finger? Chocolate ones,
Brownie?
cake, I think, and then lemon drizzle, scones, and then these ones are like
Victoria sandwich?
Victoria sponge.
Yeah.
And the lemon drizzle was so moist, it was amazing. And then the cream was whipped coconut cream.
Oh, did it taste coconutty?
It tasted a tiny bit coconutty, but I think they'd sweetened it. And then we
Yeah.
had the cream on the Victoria sponge, so it also had jam and cake flavoring. And then we also had the cream on
Nice.
the scones, which also had jam. So the coconut flavor wasn't too overpowering.
Yeah.
And so it was actually quite nice. Because like I love coconut things, but I'm not the biggest fan of the coconut flavor.
Yeah.
But like I put coconut in cooking and stuff, like coconut in
I
curries
know.
is
Yeah.
and so it wasn't too overpoweringly coconut flavored, so it was quite nice.
I mean, it sounds good. It looks amazing. I feel like we should go.
Yeah, and I didn't realize, but the whole cafe is just 100% vegan now because it wasn't.
Oh, that's cool.
I've not been for ages because of lockdown.
Yeah.
Before I went, when I went
They
last time,
weren't.
it wasn't
Yeah.
100% vegan, and now it is.
Is this
So
the
that
one down the road from you that we walked past and you told me they had vegan options?
probably,
That's up by where you used to work.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm trying
like
to like ask
diagonally
you
across
without
the road
actually
from where I
giving
live. Yeah,
away where you live. But I know the
yeah.
area, so it's all good. Yeah, I think I know which one you mean.
And it was really nice. It was £13 each,
Oh, that's good.
and then we
For how
got
many
another
people?
three. We were
Oh,
three.
okay.
And then it was quite funny because they have three different milk options. They have oat,
Wait.
oat, soy, and coconut. And Lex had oat because that's what she's used to, and Christina had
Yeah.
coconut because that's what she's used to, and I had soy because that's what I'm
You
used to.
had all of
Blue.
them?
So we all had a different milk. It was quite funny.
Um, Adam bought me a coffee this morning from Greg's, and they do soy milk now, but they only do soy milk. And he got back, and he was like, they did, they didn't like when the girl at Greg's handed him the cups. Adam was like, which one's which? And she just went, I forgot.
No.
So he came back and he was like sniffing the coffee to try and figure out like which one was which. And we thought we'd got it because the thing is like I can tell with most things,
Yeah.
but coffee is like so overpowering.
So I just remembered, I don't know if Blue ever said anything to you, but after
Oh
we
no.
after you left,
Yeah.
when we were in the car for them to drive me home, they were like, "I'm really, really worried that
The
Starbucks
coffee.
had cow milk in it because I
Yeah.
found it funny." And then they were like, "Oh yeah, I've eaten loads of dairy in the last 2 days, so that's probably why." And I was like, "Yeah, I think if it had cow milk in, Beth
Uh,
would have tasted it."
I think the thing is, like,
But yeah,
I think
they,
the
like, had a proper
coffee
panic about it, mostly
well,
because of you and not because of them, because they have
I
dairy all
feel like
the
it
time.
I feel like it said on the cup.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember seeing it.
I think they were
Also,
just
hi,
worried
Mum.
because I had something with cow milk in,
Oh,
and
okay.
so they were like,
Yeah.
"Did Starbucks remember?" But I think they're quite good about it anyway.
See, someone left half a Frostino on a table at work yesterday, and before I threw it in the bin, washed the cup out because I was like, that is gonna smell if I leave that in the bin. And I washed it out and I was like, oh, this is fine. I wash out everything at Be the Change, but obviously it's 100% vegan cafe. And then I realized how much I could smell it. I was like, oh, this is gross. But that's
Mm.
like, it's a cream based drink, so I could like really smell it. Whereas
Yeah,
with coffee, I was like, I thought Adam's coffee was cow's milk, but I wasn't like 100% certain. So he tried it and he burnt his mouth. Bless him, but I'm pretty sure I feel fine. I just
yeah,
can't believe like you ask for a slow coffee and they give you and they're like, I don't know which one's it.
yeah,
Really?
that's crazy.
Really? I don't know.
Also, this is, like, slightly irrelevant, but I'm making a real effort to not say, like, normal milk or real milk, I'm just trying to say
Cow's
cow
milk.
milk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, when I move out and I'm living on my own, I'll probably just mostly buy oat milk because I don't have milk in anything that doesn't have another flavour in it, if that makes sense. So I don't really have cereal.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
only really have milk in tea or in cooking, and
Yeah.
that's it. I
I
don't
think
just
if you get used to it, then it's
yeah,
fine. Because like now I have it obviously all the time. Mum and Matt have it on some things. Like Mum and Matt both really like it on porridge.
yeah.
So we like always have oat milk in the house, and I'm not the only one
This is not
who.
reading sprints, this is just the vegan chat.
Oh yeah, no, this is go Alex.
I'm gonna
Um,
ruin it by, like yes, I'm gonna oat milk. Like, I'm not gonna unfortunately sorry, I'm not gonna, like, actually go vegan, but
you
I'd like
never know.
well, you never know,
Don't
you do.
say never.
I'm not planning to, but I'd like to make some changes, especially around cows, because I know they're a big polluter.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
So
Yeah, I
I
didn't mean
don't
to
have
sound
milk much,
threatening.
except in tea and cooking, so that can be switched out easily. I'm
Yeah,
not really a big fan of red meat anyway.
same. That's why I stopped eating it
Yeah. So that
in the
really,
first place.
like, I'd cut down on that and maybe have,
Yeah,
like, Vivera. Um, the
yeah.
only thing is cheese. I love cheese.
That was me though. That was me. I literally went to a cheese festival before being vegan. Don't know if Mark knows that.
All the secrets are
I mean,
coming out now.
it was like years ago, obviously, but I was the same, and then eventually, you know,
Yeah.
it's a journey. It's
And
a
then
journey.
as I was talking to Blue about this as well, and as they said, like, I need to be careful if I'm not gonna go fully vegan, I need to be careful to still have some dairy so that it doesn't make me sick if I'm, like, here and have milk in something.
Yeah.
So, I need to keep a careful balance unless I'm like, "No, I'm going vegan, let's do it," and then but I was trying to find what those, not chicken nuggets that I had at your house were, 'cause I really liked those.
Squeaky
Cornflake
bean.
ones. Yeah.
Squeaky bean.
I was trying to find them in other shops, and then I've been Googling it, and the only place that I found them online is Asda, and that's also where we bought them from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love cows.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with cows, I just feel like Don't we like have loads of them or something in order to make food from them?
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I would say yes, but I don't know enough about
Yeah.
the farming industry.
I mean, I feel like I don't know anything about the farming industry. This makes sense in my head, but it was probably not right. But I feel like if we weren't farming cows as much, there would be fewer
Yeah,
cows.
yeah, definitely.
In
Yeah,
which case there'd be a bit less of a pollutant
yeah,
anyway, just on that on its own.
yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Like, we all do these things for different reasons. Like Mitchell, my friend Mitchell, like he stopped drinking a lot of. Like, he doesn't really drink cow's milk anymore
Mm,
and things like that. And he definitely has a lot less animal products, but he does it mainly for like pollution, climate change reasons,
yeah,
like the amount of impact it has on the environment. Whereas
but
now for me, like no matter like why I went vegan in the first place or why I went vegetarian in the first place,
yeah.
now I just can't not think about the animals. But that's I think that's where you end up. I feel like we should talk about books, although because otherwise this is just going to turn into
I just have one thing to add is like another
yeah,
thing is I'm trying to only have candy kittens
yeah.
because they're vegan. And part of the reason for that is just so I buy fewer sweets and eat fewer sweets because I don't want to just eat loads of sweets all the time. So I'm like, if I limit myself to candy kittens, they're expensive and they're not everywhere. So
True.
I'll have less sweets. Um, yum.
I have a jammy dodger right now.
Nice.
Sorry. Just the talking about vegan sweets and stuff. I mean, it's not a sweet, but it's. Although fruit pastels are vegan now.
Yes, that put a bit of a spanner in my plans to have fewer sweets.
Have you? Oh yeah, Amy bought these for me and ate them. She said they were
That
very
sounds like
good.
something I would do. Um,
Yeah, this. I was also thinking of this because animals, but
I tried the vegan fruit pastels and I was like, they're not
yeah.
the same texture. They're a
Oh
bit
really? Okay.
I'm funny about textures.
Yeah.
Like I don't like cooked tomatoes because I don't like the texture. But
Yeah.
I'm really funny about textures. And I was like, these don't have the same texture. And then I left them. And
I
then they
was
kind
gonna
of went
say
hard. And then I was like, these are
it.
perfect.
Yeah. It really
So
depends what
I
heat
open the
they're
pack
in.
and leave them for a day, and then they're like the
Yeah.
non-vegan ones.
Because I had them and then I left them in my car in the cold, and when I went back to eat another one, they were completely different. I was like, okay, these are more like fruit pastels, but I don't really remember. I didn't really eat a lot of them anyway, so I don't know what they were like. I don't
Right,
think we've ever talked this much at the start of sprints.
so should we talk about
We
books?
you get me going on veganism, and then you know. Did I tell you one more thing? Because you reminded me with the cow's milk
I'll tell you
thing.
about my morning as well if you want.
Did I tell you about that when me and Amy and Joe went to this cafe and I asked for oat milk for me and cow's milk for Amy, and it was just really funny when she go because I was saying like I'm trying to make more of an effort to say like cow's milk rather than just like normal milk or regular milk or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, oh bless you, you didn't need to. I was only teasing. But the woman when she came over to the table to bring our drinks, she said, "This is the oat hot chocolate," and gave it to me. And then she just put Amy's down in front of Amy and went, "Cow," and she went, "I don't mean you. I just, I mean the train," which was
So
very funny.
funny.
It was very funny. So you reminded me by saying about cow's milk. But anyway, books.
But
I'm sorry to the 5 people watching that we've just been talking about food for the past 15 minutes, but
food
what we're
sprint.
here for, food.
Yeah.
What does that?
Unicorn
Oh,
Wars. No.
no, you are none of these things, especially not a cow, and none of the other things that people have said. Anyway, yes,
Yeah, so
books.
my name is probably confusing to people who don't know acronyms.
House of Earth and Blood.
Yeah, I didn't want to type it all in because it wouldn't fit anyway. So
Yeah, I did think that. So
who are
you'll
you?
be reading? Who yap? How are you doing with it? You
I'm nearly
enjoying it?
halfway through.
Pretty. You enjoying it?
Yeah.
I'm presuming you've read it before.
Yeah, I read it
Yeah.
a couple years ago when it first came out.
Yeah.
But I'm nearly halfway through, and because I've read it before, although it was such a long time ago and it's such a long book that there's so much that I've forgotten, so it's nice to be reminding myself of that. But
Yeah.
also because I've read it before, I know what's in store with the romance, and I'm like, just get to the romance. And they're not going fast enough.
It just doesn't get.
I want the romance.
We need House of Sky and Bread. This is a long story about one of our regular customers, by the way, that Joe had to have a talking to.
Okay.
And it's a character from the book. I can't remember which book.
If it's a long story, maybe it should wait till after the first one. Just here talking all night.
It's just this customer that calls Amy by this name, and it's like the housekeeper in a book, and it's very odd.
Actually, despite what I keep saying that we should read, I want to show you. This won't mean anything to a lot of people, but it will mean something to Beth.
Is this just for me? Okay. Oh, it's from Remains of the Day. That is not the book I was thinking of.
The chair's in a different corner now.
Oh, nice.
It used to be there.
Yeah, you swapped it.
And now
Where's
it's
the TV gone? Oh, it's down there.
And the reason it's all out is because, hello, have a nice tour of my room.
These are
making curtain tracks.
Oh, cool. Nice.
By making, I mean bending and being thoroughly confused by the instructions because they look like they were written by someone with a degree.
I didn't even know that you could
curtains up in windows.
That's cool. I didn't know you could get curtain tracks and then form them into your own shape. I thought that had to be done before.
Yeah, you can get them from John Lewis, the ones you can bend.
Right.
And it's quite hard because I have a 5-section bay, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
So the curtain track's in 2 halves.
Yeah.
And they meet in the middle, and each half has had to have 2 bends in it and not just one. And it's been an interesting morning. That's what we did all morning, was bend curtain rail. Anyway, what are you reading?
I'm you know when we did those sprints at your house and we were like, this is so chaotic.
Yeah, this is worse.
Yeah, I felt like we made it worse, and I didn't think that could happen. I'm reading Endgame, which is the last book in Noughts and Crosses, as far as I'm aware. I don't think she'll write anymore, but then she wrote more, so, you know. I'm nearly finished. I've got 100 pages to go, so I'm hoping to finish this tonight.
The fact that this is inverted is really messing with my head.
I know. I keep going to brush my hair back and get on the wrong side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm reading this. I'm enjoying it. It's good. I just hit myself in the face.
Is that one that Mark bought you?
Yes, it's one of the ones he bought me on the.
We're both reading red books.
We are, and we've got a red theme. I don't know why we've got a red theme. I must have changed it at some point, but it fits.
When we did Ghosts along.
Oh, probably, and then I haven't changed it since. But yeah, we're both reading red books, and I'm reading this. It's pretty good. I'm not enjoying it quite as much as Crossfire, because I read a Crossfire in a day, and it really gripped me. And I'm not finding this one quite so gripping, but it's still really good. I'm enjoying it. Amy's reading Dragon Republic. Yes, please share what you're reading as well. Join in.
I am not even 200 pages into Dragon Republic.
I just have to finish it.
No motivation to pick it up.
Yeah, I feel like I would have been like that if I'd read it physically.
I'm not connecting to it.
Yeah,
which is so sad because they're so pretty.
I know. I'm so sad for you because you bought the Illumicrate one.
Yeah, and I feel kind of bad for buying them now that I don't like them, but
I mean, you can't.
I bought them because I thought I was going to like them.
Yeah, if it's something you think you're going to enjoy.
It's all this stuff with the resale, isn't it? And people buying things and then immediately reselling them for
exactly
price. And I don't want to come across that way. I genuinely thought I was going to enjoy them when I bought them. And I'm not, which is
it's
sad on its
own. It's like me with the Ember in the Ashes thing. I did
Yeah,
really enjoy them, but
I enjoyed that more than the Poppy War series.
yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
I
But
think it's partly just the Poppy War isn't the kind of fantasy I like, and I thought it
yeah.
would be the kind of fantasy I like.
But then
But
it
it's
started off so
reminding me
good.
more of is it's not exactly like this, but like obviously I really love Sarah J. Maas books.
Yeah,
Not the romance side, but the fantasy side of Sarah J. Maas books is the kind of fantasy I like.
yeah, I get
And
what you
this is
mean.
reminding me more of Game of Thrones than of
Mm,
Sarah J.
it's
Maas
like
fantasy.
political fantasy,
Yeah,
like
and there's not like
warfare.
a lot of magic.
Yeah, that's true.
I like
That's
fantasy
true.
books with magic,
Yeah.
and I'm too stupid to understand the politics.
No, I just don't have like I don't feel like I have enough of an interest to make an effort to understand.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? Like I really like the start of the Poppy War, like the start of the first book.
I like. See, again, I was going to say I like when they go to school in a fantasy book, but I specifically like when they go to magic school in a fantasy book.
Yeah,
But then the other thing is as well is obviously Lord of the Rings is like my favorite fantasy series ever.
that's true.
It's very fantasy, but there's not a lot of magic in it.
Yeah,
But it is very, very fantasy in a way
yeah,
that the Poppy War isn't. Like obviously the Poppy War is fantasy, but it's in
but
a
it
different
feels
way to Lord of the Rings.
yeah, like it feels
I
a
don't know
lot
how to
more
describe it.
grounded. It feels a lot
Yeah.
more like real life and grounded.
Yeah, it could. Well, I was going to say it could almost be historical, but it is based off actual historical events.
Yeah, I
Isn't
think it's
it? Is
Chinese
yeah,
history,
that's
isn't
possibly part of it. Is it feels more historical than
it?
actual fantasy, whereas the Lord of the Rings is kind of historical as well because he kind of wrote it to be like a mythology for England,
Yeah,
but it is also it's not based off anything that actually happened,
true.
and it has a dragon in it.
I don't know if I told you this at the start when we actually did, you know, the park run that we did.
Hmm.
Tolkien was based there,
Really?
and yeah, in World War One. He was at the military base, like right near where we were running. I was just thinking, I don't remember telling you when we actually were there.
Is that the one in the forest?
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway,
We've been
off
we've
topic.
been live for 23 minutes and we haven't done a sprint.
I feel like we've never put
I
this much
think
on
because
scripts. I mean, you know.
we normally are more on time with like 10 minutes early and have a bit of a catch
Yeah,
up.
have a bit of a
So now we're
catch up,
just
but we
having the catch
haven't.
up live.
Yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. What me and Alex are like off video and live sprints and stuff. Um, shall we do 25 past?
Yeah, then we can have 2 more minutes to ramble.
And when shall we sprint until? Shall we sprint until 8?
Yeah,
That's a
let's just go
round
35
number.
minutes. Do it.
Why not? Wonder how much we can read in 25 minutes. Oh, there we go. Okay, I won't put the thing on until
We start.
25 past. One more minute, guys. One more minute, and then we will read or do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Eat dinner,
Yep.
other things. Exercise? I don't. What do people do other than rude?
I've done enough exercise this weekend. Ran yesterday, bent a curtain pole today. It
Yeah.
was like the instructions were like bend it over your knee. So I had it braced against my knee and was trying to pull it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is way too stiff for me." I'm like, my arm is dying. And so we ended up bending it around one of the posts for the stairs.
Oh my god.
Mum held it in the middle, and then my aunt was on one end and I was on the other end, and we were both pushing with
Oh my
it
god.
it was
Who is
really
meant
hard.
to bend that over their knee? Christ.
I know. They're like
Um.
really expecting like a bodybuilder to do it.
Yeah.
We
On that note, On that very related note, shall we sprint?
Yes.
So we're gonna go and read. You guys do whatever you like.
Just be productive
Chill.
and
But
keep
we
in
went for very
mind that just relaxing and doing nothing is also productive.
it's also productivity.
Yeah, because sometimes you need to just relax and do nothing.
I agree. See you in
Right.
35 minutes.
Let's
Well,
Hello.
am I sounding normal?
Yes, I think so. It's so weird that I was just thinking earlier. It's so weird that it does that, considering you're on a Mac with
With
Apple
Mac,
headphones.
yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense that they don't work properly together, but oh well.
I know. I feel like it's probably StreamYard,
That's a good point.
but I don't know. It is strange. I don't
I
know
just
why.
had to shut the window because there was a football match tonight, and I think it's just ended, and so I feel like it's going to get really loud.
Oh no. I can't believe like I didn't realise how loud it gets until I was at your house the other week and it was like you can actually hear the people chanting.
Yeah. And loads of people like park on my street. For those who don't know, so now that it's ended, there's just loads of people streaming past, and
That's
you know
annoying.
they're a bit pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope not all of them are because they're coming to get their cars.
I mean, that's true.
But some
I
of them,
also
and they're also just with the lads, so
yeah.
get a bit
I
round.
also imagine like if they've lost, it's not good.
They've been winning a lot lately, which is good.
Yeah.
They also get quite loud when they're winning.
Yeah,
It
true.
doesn't actually normally bother me because it usually stops by the time I'm going to bed, and so I just leave the window open. But I just didn't want it to be too loud for this.
Yeah.
I don't know how loud I don't know how much it'd pick it up on the Mac, but
I don't know. You never know.
no.
How was your reading?
Good. I read nearly 40 pages.
Nice.
Which
Well
is a
done.
lot for me, but I think
Especially that. Like
it's
it's
what I'm in
not
the mood for.
that is probably like quicker than I read it, not gonna lie. Because it
It's
took me so long to read it.
I'm thinking
And
I've not really got anything planned. I've got some books that I should read next, but I don't need to read them next, so I might pick up the Elise Cover one, Deal with the Faking or whatever it's called. I've had that.
oh yeah.
I might finally pick that up because I'm just
I
like
mean
all of the fantasy romance, please.
6 chapters of Addie. Oh my god, well done.
Yes,
Yes,
Mark
Mark's reading
reading
Addie.
I
Yeah.
still haven't read it. He's doing better than me.
Well, because we're going to see her on Friday.
I'm coming.
Are you into London? Oh my god! Honestly, it only just occurred to me that you might be there. That's so exciting! Oh my god,
Also,
yay!
my managers agreed to let me, because we get a half an hour lunch break and then a 15-minute break in the morning and a 15-minute break in the evening or in the
Yeah,
afternoon, not the evening. And there were already 2 people on annual leave that day, so I couldn't take leave. But
yeah,
my manager said I can kind of not have my last break and instead leave 15 minutes early,
yeah,
which just means there are 2 train options, and one I finish at 4 and one's at 4:15, and so I wouldn't make it if I finished at 4.
yeah.
Because I'm leaving 15 minutes early, that's fine.
You
And
can
then the
make
other
it.
one, I can't remember what time it is, but if I get the other one, everything has to be on time for me to make it on
Oh
time.
my god.
Which it's
So,
London, it's not going to happen.
when will you make it to London?
I need to check.
As
I've already
in,
got train tickets and everything.
same. Because I think we're gonna get in kind of earlier in the afternoon.
Yeah, I will just be in time for the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use my phone. There we go. I will be getting in at 6 to
Okay. Yeah, so you'll have to
I'll
get
just
over.
straight to the venue. Oh, actually, I'll head to McDonald's and then straight to the venue because I won't
Grab
have
some
dinner.
food. Yeah, we have train tickets, but we got like off-peak return or something, so we're just gonna go down when we can and come back because we only have a few train options on the way back, so we'll just have to make sure we manage to get one, or we'll be stuck in London. But yeah, but we have an off-peak, so we'll probably meet you at the
Yeah, that's fine.
venue. But that's exciting. And Joe's gonna watch it because they're live streaming it, so
Oh,
Joe
no, I
couldn't
didn't know
come. But she's gonna watch it, so She really wanted to come.
I was thinking as well, I have 2 copies of Gallant, and both of them are already
Yes.
signed.
What are you gonna take?
I don't know. I feel like I should take a Gallant because it's for Gallant.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be weird not to take Gallant, but they're both already signed.
No, I think it's fine. I mean, you could always take. It depends what you want signed, because you could always take Gallant and have it personalized.
Yeah.
But she's only personalizing one.
She's personalizing 1 and
I
signing
think
3.
signing 3, yeah. So it depends whether you'd want Gallant personalized or not.
So I'd either take Gallant, Vicious, and Vengeful, or I'd take the Dark Shade of Magic series.
I
think.
support this. We can grab you tasties.
Love me some tasties.
I was gonna say, I imagine that you might take Vicious. I
Yeah,
might take
I should.
Vicious, to be fair.
The thing is, when we met her that time, she came to where I live.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm so used to just saying my city, but I'm like, this is actually literally anyone in the world can see this. That's probably not a good idea. Yeah, that time I got Vicious and Vengeful. No, I got Vicious signed.
Oh,
I had the
okay.
original paperback.
Right.
And then I was like, but I want the pretty hardback collector's editions. And I also
Yeah.
got the Dark Shade of Magic series signed, but again, I had the paperbacks.
Yeah.
So like I had a whole collection of books signed by her, and I've got rid of all of them to replace them with hardbacks. So I'm back to having none signed, and I'm like, I'm taking.
Oh.
That's why I wanted to come, was to get them signed again.
See, I kind of want a copy of Addie signed for obvious reasons.
Yes.
But I feel like a lot of my copies are signed, like the UK ones. But also, if I was gonna get a copy of Addie signed, I feel like I'd want one of the proofs signed. But
Yeah.
they're not my proofs. Does that make sense? Because like I traded for them or they were gifts.
But
So I don't feel like they're mine.
they're yours now. You own them.
Yeah, like I got them legitimately. Obviously, I didn't buy either of them, but I
Yeah.
feel like I might take my proof of Gallant, because even though like Addie means more to me, I feel like the fact that I actually got sent a proof of Gallant
Yeah, I
means
know what you mean.
more. Does that
Yeah,
make sense? Did you
that
get a
was
proof
like,
in the end?
no, they never sent it to me.
Oh, that's sad. They told you you'd get one, didn't they?
They didn't reply to me to say I'd get one, so
Oh,
they
okay.
were just offering them up, I think. But that's like how I felt when I got the proof of Are We All Lemmings and Snowflakes.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my most like treasured books, just because I was actually sent a Hollyborn proof, even though that's
not your favourite Hollywood book.
I was gonna say that, but actually I really love that
Maybe
book.
it is. Also,
So
yeah,
I
Mark.
really love it. But yeah,
Cool.
comics.
That's how I feel, because Mark's thinking about getting one of the issues signed.
That would be cool.
Because I feel like she won't get a lot of that either, and it's like such a to get issue 0 signed or something. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Because he actually read Extraordinary like in the issues. So I have all of it.
I need to read it.
I mean, I don't know if that's a bad thing, not gonna lie. Because I feel like I wish I'd had more time between.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because
That's interesting.
to like pre-warn you, there are 2 characters in Extraordinary who are very similar to Victor and Mitch, and they're not Victor and Mitch.
Okay.
And it confused me, so I would like be aware of that going in, so you won't be like disappointed by that like I was. But also, I wish I'd had more time between. Although Jo said like it had been years since she read the books, and when she read Extraordinary, and she still felt the same as me. So
Okay.
I don't know. But Mark really enjoyed them. But he's not read. Yes, me and Mark keep meaning to do a video on this, by the way.
On
like how we both reacted to Extraordinary. Yeah, it's a very odd concept.
Okay, I'm
And
really intrigued now. I don't really know much of what it's about. I'm like, it's set in the villain's world. Let's read it. That's all I need to know.
I was hoping it would be one of the origin stories of like one of the side characters. Because what is her name? Is it Charlotte or is the main character of Extraordinary called Charlotte? Now I'm confused. Do you know who I mean? Who's like one of the main characters of Vicious and Vengeful, the girl who's like hanging around with Victor and Eli.
Do you mean
Victor
Sydney?
and Mitch? Sydney. So
Sydney.
yeah, the main character of Extraordinary is called Charlotte. I was hoping the main character of Extraordinary would be Sydney.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, I feel like they kind of covered her origin a bit in.
Yeah, because you do
They
see,
could have still fleshed it out. Yeah.
like, you see kind of you see like what happened to her in the series, but it'd be nice to get it from her point of view, and that's kind of like,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
maybe I feel like we need to make this video about Mark because obviously I have thoughts because they're coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte's in Extraordinary. But yeah, I feel like maybe because I was kind of hoping it was Sydney, I had a different reaction to it as well.
Yeah, I think I got it confused with, not confused necessarily, but like maybe the concept confused with the comic series for the Dark Shade of Magic.
Oh,
because
okay.
the comic series for the Dark Shade of Magic is set like years before Dark Shade of Magic.
Yeah.
And so then I think in my head I was like, oh, Extraordinary is the same. It's set years before Vicious.
Hang on.
I actually know what it is.
I thought Dark Shade of Magic was like a comic version of the same thing. It's not?
No, it follows the king when he was the prince.
No way! Oh my god, I did not know that. I honestly thought it was like a Dark Shade of Magic, but the comics, like, you know, a comic series, because it's got the same name, right? Well, it's called Shades of Magic.
Yeah, it's like a prequel comic series. Yeah.
No way. Okay, that's cool. Did you ever email
Extraordinary
Forbidden
was
Planet?
the same thing.
Oh, okay. Did you ever email Forbidden Planet about that?
I did, and then they emailed me saying like, "Can you send pictures?" And then I was like, "I can't be bothered."
I mean, why? Surely somebody knows that they're not what they say they are.
I feel like I'm happy with the price I paid for them being paperbacks.
Yeah, it's just like
they were well cheap for hardbacks. So from that point of view, I
yeah,
don't really care. And then
it's
I
just the
I was worried at that point. Gallant hadn't shipped yet, and for some reason in my head, like, because it was all in the same order, I was like, I don't want them to cancel Gallant
the order, yeah,
while they're trying to fix this. And I was like, I'm not
right.
gonna touch it until I've got Gallant, which I've got now. And I just can't be bothered. I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah. To be fair, like, I actually prefer the way your paperbacks look.
Yeah.
To the like original mock-up. I've just realised that that's still on.
I do that every time.
And also, we should do more sprints, but
yeah, let's just spend another 25 minutes talking about things.
I feel like this is just like random chat about a series that we're not even reading right now. We've done Poppy War, we've done Vicious and Vengeful.
I had a little bit of a bookshelf rejig yesterday.
Oh, exciting.
I was gonna go all out rejig, and then the same thing that always happens when I try and rearrange my shelves happened, in that I'm like, oh my god, how else am I supposed to organize these if I do it alphabetically by author's last name? And had like a whole like stress about it, and I was like, I can't make it work.
Oh.
And so now what I've done is one shelf is not part of the alphabeticalness.
Oh, okay.
And it's the top shelf is half my various copies of The Secret Garden, and then half like special editions of The Lord of the Rings, the illustrated editions.
Yeah.
And then the 2 shelves are Sarah J. Maas.
Nice.
And then the shelf below that is V.E. Schwab.
Yeah.
And then the 5th shelf is currently, I just put all my, like, I put the Twilight series and the Vampire Academy series there, because those are 2 series that I don't think I'm ever going to reread.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm never going to get rid of them, because I was like, they're really nostalgic for me. I was really into back when I was younger. So
I still have Twilight.
they take up so much room, but I'm never going to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So they're not in the alphabetical bit anymore. But when I get, because my Sarah J. Maas shelves are going to need 3 eventually. So when I get more Sarah J. Maas books, I'm going to pack those away, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And like keep them, but put them in storage until I move out and I have more room.
Yeah.
And then the 6th shelf is just my strip of Cassandra Clare along the bottom of all 4 of them.
Of course.
Which has not.
I don't know why I was thinking about this morning. I was just looking at my shelf and stuff and my books, and I was thinking that the author that I probably own the most copies of any of her books is Sarah J. Maas. It must be. Because of Throne of Glass being such a long series, like I have all of Throne of Glass in paperback, all of ACOTAR in paperback, and House of Earth and Blood in paperback, and then I also have all of them in hardback, and I have multiple copies of all of them.
So I am obviously going to try and get tour editions of all of the books. So there will be like book 3 of this one, tour edition. I assume there's going to be a 3rd book. I
think so.
Assumed that. And then the next ACOTAR book, tour edition, I want.
Yeah.
And then obviously the standard editions of both of those.
Yeah.
Also, I'm like really stressed out about the Illumicrate dust jackets because I don't know how
they're
going
to
continue them.
Same.
And then I want to get. I have the paperbacks of ACOTAR, which when I bought the hardbacks, I was like, I don't need the paperbacks anymore. And then I went to like get rid of them, and I was like, I can't do it.
Same. That's what I was just like. I was just looking at it this morning, like maybe I should get rid of that random paperback I have of House of Earth and Blood. I legitimately bought it because I love it. Like it came into work and I was like, mine.
Yeah, I just can't get rid of them. And then I have all the paperbacks of Throne of Glass, and I'm now looking at buying all the hardbacks of Throne of Glass.
I have like so many times deliberated over my paperbacks of Throne of Glass, and I can't do it because it's just they're too pretty.
They're pretty, and also I read all of her books in paperback for this series, so the paperbacks are the ones. And I can't get rid of them.
No. Also, like, what if they change the covers for Throne of Glass and I don't have them in paperback? That would really upset me.
Yeah.
Or because like ACOTAR, if I didn't have those paperbacks, I'd be so sad. Even though I have the whole old covers in hardback now, so
yeah,
it doesn't matter so much. But
again, I read from those paperbacks. Like there's all the you can see where I held the book from the foiling being rubbed off and everything.
Same.
And I can't.
No, me neither.
And also, I've been saying like I feel like I'm kind of growing out of Cassandra Clare books.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to get rid of my collection because I think there's just way too much. She was my favorite author for so long that it's like I'm always going to have an attachment to her books. I'm always going to read all of her books.
Yeah.
And I might stop buying all the special editions if I can make myself, because FOMO. But I'm never going to get rid of my collection. But I'm not loving them as much as I used to. But I feel like as I grow out of Cassandra Clare, I'm growing into Sarah
J. Maas.
Like she's the one where I'm like, I want all the editions and I can't get rid of any editions. I'm too attached, even though they're just the paperbacks. I need them. So this is a problem. And like I have the UK collector's edition of Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do a UK collector's edition of Court of Thorns and Roses.
Yeah.
So I got the US slipcase one, and now I'm like, I want the US slipcase one of Throne of Glass to match the
yeah. I have that.
Thorns and Roses one. I don't need all these books.
I have both, which means I have 4 copies of Throne of Glass. Just the first book.
Have you seen those like little pocket-sized ones they did? With
the Amy has. Amy read those.
Oh my god, Amy! How?
I know. Oh, you know. The cool thing about you probably didn't know. Did you know that every book has a different name highlighted in it in those editions?
Yeah. Oh my god! Don't tell me that. Now I need to buy them.
So like. they choose somebody's name for everyone, and then that name is highlighted in every time it comes within the book in a different color for each
Oh
book.
my god, no, I need them now. Damn
You
it.
can get them through Waterstones, or at least you could.
I think some because I've been looking for the hardbacks on Waterstones, and I think some of those little ones are on Waterstones.
Yeah.
I could only find 3 of the hardbacks on Waterstones, but
So
3 is
I
better than
can I can have a look if you want through like actual work.
yeah. That would be nice.
Not fake work, actual work.
Yeah, real work. One.
Oh yeah.
Yes, please. I want to know.
I
You don't
really
have
feel
to tell
like
us now, but I want to know.
I feel like we should get back to more sprints than
Yes, we should. Yes.
do some reading, even though I feel like we're also enjoying this.
Let's just I feel like the conversation this set of sprints has been very bookish related though. I'm covered in hair.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that is true. There's been less. That's okay. I get that. There's been less food chat this time. More books. Should we sprint till 4 to 10 to or 5 to or on the hour? So many
How many more
options.
sprints are we gonna do?
Probably like 2 more, so we could do like a longer one and then.
Yeah, we could do a longer one this time and then a shorter one next.
Okay, so should
Yeah.
we do until the hour again, and like just under 40 minutes,
Yeah, sounds good.
and then we'll do a short one before we finish.
Do we want to start sprinting now or do we want to start sprinting in 4 minutes?
Well, I mean, we could just start whenever, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll put it on now, and then should we have a weird
Oh wait, I just
30?
remembered. I wanted to tell you a quote. I don't know.
Okay.
It just popped into my head, but I was just like, oh yeah. It made me laugh. Allow me to demonstrate why you can all kiss my fucking ass.
That is a good quote.
It's a great quote.
I mean, I feel like that should be on a t-shirt.
It should.
Maybe I should make a bookmark with it on.
Oh my god, yes. Your Crescent City bookmark should have that quote on it.
I will make a set of Crescent City bookmarks, and I will make one with that quote on.
I will tell you a quote from the second book when I get around to reading it.
Yeah, you can be my helper, my advisor for these bookmarks. I love that.
I will find you the quotes.
I love that.
Okay, now we can read.
Shall we sprint?
Yeah.
See you all on the hour wherever you are /9 p.m. if you're in the UK. See you soon.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you smiling at? What have you just read?
And just got to a very funny part where Hunt was looking for soap and instead found her collection of toy unicorns
Oh,
and was like,
yeah.
I
Oh
was
my
looking at it because
god.
I thought they were sex toys. And I'm just like
Yes.
laughing so hard.
Ah, I'd forgotten about that. That is amazing. I'd forgotten about that scene. I
So,
remember reading that scene.
and she was like, why are you looking through my stuff? And he was like, I saw purple glitter.
That's so
Dying.
funny. So
Oh my
funny.
god.
Also,
Sorry.
hi Nikki,
We
and thank you.
scared
And sorry. I hope we didn't scare anybody too much.
I mean, I was so into that scene that the only reason you didn't scare me was because I saw you like flash off
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I
Otherwise,
feel
you
like it does help that I have to
yeah,
disconnect my camera,
I
so you
noticed
get
the movement. Yeah.
like a warning. But what are you reading, Nikki? What? And how did everyone do on the sprints? How many pages did you manage to read?
I got distracted by fan art, but I read maybe 20 pages that time.
Nice.
And Amy sent me the list of the colours and the names.
I don't know what this is, but hi. Oh, nice.
And now I definitely need to buy those editions. Also, now I want to reread the series. This is a whole problem.
Oh my god, I know. Same. Wait, because the colours of the names are the same as the covers, aren't they? I think.
Ish. So, Assassin's Blade, the name is Sam, which makes sense.
Yeah,
And it's
definitely.
teal, which is the same.
Yeah.
And then Throne of Glass is Selena and it's violet, which is similar.
Yeah.
And then Crown of Midnight is Dorian and it's crimson, which
That
Crown of
makes sense.
Midnight's like
Yeah.
orange, but it has crimson
Yeah.
in it. Air of Fire is Rowan and it's green. That
That
makes sense.
makes sense.
Queen of Shadows is Manon and it's red.
Yeah, that
Wait,
makes sense.
that's kind of pinky, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
And
just
then,
looking at my nerdy inks as well.
and then Empire of Storms is Lysandra and it's orange.
Oh, okay, that's different.
But I think Empire of Storms is like mostly blue, but it has some orange on it.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
that kind of
Yeah,
makes sense.
I
And then
think you're
Tower of
right.
Dawn is kale and it's blue. And I'm just remembering how much I love Tower of Dawn.
I just want to reread Tower of
It was
Dawn,
so
and I
good.
still want
I
to
didn't
reread
think it
Tower
was
of
going to
Dawn.
be my favorite of the series. It
Same,
kind of was.
same,
It was so good.
same.
And
I
then
love that book.
Kingdom of Ash is Aelin and it's gold.
Oh, I want them now.
I don't remember that. I need to reread the series. Damn it. It's like 8 books.
Amazing, amazing. Amy has all of the Throne of Glass knowledge that we need.
I also want to reread ACOTAR, but I'm waiting until
Same.
releasing. So there's A Court of Silver Flames. Is there going to be another 2 books?
I
feel like
think so.
I'm waiting till they're all out and then I'm going to read the whole thing. But
Yeah, I
I
feel
want
like.
to read ACOTAR.
I wonder what's on Goodreads at the moment. Because I feel like there is going to be another, like it's another trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, books
Yeah.
5 and 6 are on Goodreads. I finished this
Yay!
literally like a minute before, and I thought, I thought I had 2 more pages to go, and I was like, "Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it?" And then there were acknowledgements, so
Nice.
I finished it. It was good. Also, I think all of the titles were in this book, like all of them, which I was so
That's
cool.
so cool. I love that.
Like there's a line not far away from the end that said something about the end of what did it say? It had Endgame in it, but it also had like Crossfire or one of the other titles in it as well. Which I loved. And then I definitely remember seeing this. This is their last Noughts and Crosses book. But yeah, it definitely had Endgame in. It had Crossfire in. I think it had Double Cross in.
That's awesome. I love that.
And I mean, it must have had Noughts and Crosses in at some point. So yeah, I have a feeling the only one I'm like not entirely sure on is Knife Edge.
Yeah.
But I definitely think like it could have been in there very easily because you can say somebody's standing on a knife edge.
Yeah, that's an easy one to get in, and it would probably
Yeah.
be less obvious because it's such a common saying.
I'm trying to find where it actually said it said like end game and something.
So, like, I went through Amy's comment about the author of the Prison Healer.
Oh.
I was going through all my TBR books the other day and just like getting rid of loads that I'm like, I don't think I'm going to like this. I don't think I'm going to read this, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Prison Healer I've kept, but I was unsure. I was like, I'm going to keep it for now, but I don't know. And now that Amy said that, I'm going to keep it and read it. So thank you, Amy. You helped me decide.
Well, I think Amy read it and liked it, but I now feel like I'm getting confused with another book.
Part of the thing
No,
is
I'm
that
pretty sure that. Am I right? Am I right, Amy?
is that one. I don't know if.
Yeah, I felt like I'm getting confused though with another like Fairy book.
I was initially interested in it because the author's Australian.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. But then also I'm just like getting less and less interested in YA fantasy and more interested in adult fantasy. And so
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I'm not really sure. But if she's doing a collab with Sarah J. Maas, then I'm definitely interested in checking it
No,
out.
that's the one. Thank you. I knew you'd know what I was on about. Because I knew, isn't that also a duology? There's two books.
Yeah.
And I think there's two books in the Prison Healer and there's two books in these Hollow Vows, or at least that's what's out at the moment.
Yeah.
So I knew it'd be
Hollow Vows, that really pretty one.
Yeah.
That just all of their, well, most of their books, not all of them. But I'm gonna look it up. No, Instagram, stop showing me things. I don't need to be advertised any more custom edge sets of Sarah J. Maas because that's so pretty. I already bought that other one. Like, fuck's sake.
I'm doing really well with my memory of books. But there's only two out right now, isn't there? Yeah. There's only two out right now, I think. But I think
the Fairy Loot edition of the second one as well.
I think these Hollow Vows only has one out at the moment because it feels like it wasn't long.
It's by Lexi Ryan.
Yeah, the next one's coming out in July.
And Fairy Loot are doing a really pretty edition of it, I think.
Yeah. Yes. This.
Yeah.
But the third one isn't out yet. And the second, these Hollow Vows, isn't out yet. Confusion.
Why is there a video of an octopus on my Instagram? I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, octopus creep me out. I don't like them.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, that's so pretty. It's also not an octopus.
You want to see the octopus? It's just there. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't like it.
I was thinking like one in water, not whatever that was doing. I don't know. Wonder that creeps you out. I don't like that. No.
Don't like it.
No, that's
But
strange.
also, have you read some of these stories that people share about how freaking smart octopus are? Like they scare us.
Yes. Oh my god, I know.
Oh my god.
Um,
Like the way they learn, like the ones kept in a zoo, they learn like the guards like
rotations and stuff.
rotations, and when they're coming by and like sneak out of their tank and eat another fish and then slip back in time
Oh
for
my
the guards to
god.
come back. I'm like,
That's
no, that shouldn't be happening.
terrifying.
There we go. There's a second book. It's so pretty.
Well, you're making me really creeped out about octopi. That is very pretty.
So pretty.
The sprayed edges are really nice.
Yeah, don't get me started on octopi. I hate them. Freak me out.
There's an animal that Joe like really doesn't like as well, which I won't say the name of because she doesn't like hearing the name of it either. But it's like the same. Like she has a
text it to me.
Yeah, like she has a phobia of this. I've just texted this animal.
Oh yeah.
So I have to
I
look out for it in everything I read and everything I watch, so I can like warn Jo if there's one in, because it comes up randomly, and she'll be like reading a book, and then that animal will appear. She'll be like, "What? Why?"
Just this conversation just suddenly made me think, what if there's a spider under my chair and it's going to start crawling up my legs, and now I'm like having a freak
Oh my god. Okay,
there's
let's move on.
I've just hoovered my room. There's no spiders. It's fine.
So I'm gonna read this in the next sprint, or at least read some of this in the next sprint. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
That's so cute.
Very excited.
Oh my god, speaking of Amy ordering the stenciled edge one.
Yeah.
This is somewhat related. I missed out on the stenciled edge sequel of the Elizabeth Lim one from Fairy because it went on sale while I was at work, and my card's just expired and I've got a new one, so I hadn't done all that. So I was like, I'll do it after work, and then it sold out, and I was like, oh shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, I need to add that to my list of things I'm looking for before I forget. Because I have some like special editions that are worth quite a lot, and I have two things that I want. One of them's that, and the other is the Priory arc.
That would be cool.
And those are the only two things that I can really think of that I really, really want. And then the rest.
Now that we randomly found.
Is that what it's called? Dragon's Promise. I don't even know what it's called, but I'm sad I missed it.
Although, am I right in saying that we don't actually have like a Waterstones exclusive? It's just a signed one.
Is it?
Oh no, there is a Waterstones exclusive. I'm such a great bookseller. Also, Nikki, I think I have one on pre-order that I'm not too bothered about, so you could have that one if you like. Because I would be happy with the signed edition. That is if I've actually got one on order, because I might not, you know. Although, hang on. Yeah, maybe I have. Oh, I'm gonna have to check which one I have now, because I don't know. Is it this order? Oh, okay, I have the exclusive, but I don't think it's signed. I am sorry.
I'm just laughing at Nikki's like freaking out.
I just have the exclusive. But I will keep an eye out at work and see.
What's the exclusive one from Waterstones?
It has like pale sprayed edges.
Oh, pretty. See, I'm not fussed about that one because my hardback of the first one is
mine's just the standard
edition. Yeah. And I've also got the Fairy Loot edition.
Yeah.
And so I'm more bummed about missing out on the stenciled edge Fairy Loot just because I think it looks cool. I know I can get the solid edge and it would still have the cover that would match.
Yeah.
I think the stenciled edge is so cool.
Aww. I'm
like looking at this link now. Oh no, I've just typed a space instead of pasting it. Oh, the cover is so pretty.
It is so pretty.
Oh, that's so nice. See, I'm gonna get the standard hardback anyway to match my standard hardback of the first one. But I'm not
Yeah,
fussed with that sprayed edge one. I just want the hardback.
we'll find one for you, Nikki. One way or another.
I can't help because I haven't pre-ordered anything for it yet.
The Waterstones booksellers will do good deeds.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You guys can get anything.
We can try. Oh. Well, we will sort stuff out. Should we do some more sprints?
Yeah.
How long do we want to sprint for this time?
Should we do a short one and then have a bit
Yeah.
of stop?
Should we do until
Quarter,
22?
yeah,
Or,
22,
yeah, or
something like that.
if we do 22 and then we can have a little chat
Yeah,
before we head off.
that sounds good.
Cool. I feel like I need to put these two in touch now.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Amy's just like the finding things wizard.
Yeah, she is.
I'm just
Let's
like
read.
forever grateful for my tour edition of House of Sky and Breath.
I am forever grateful for Amy as a person.
I was like, because I'm going to get rid of my Fairy Loot Kingdom of the Wicked and Kingdom of the Cursed because I don't think I'm going to read them. And I was like, I can use them to trade.
Yeah.
For Priory Arc because they're so sought after. I think that's a good trade.
Yeah, I mean, people are selling them for so much at the moment.
But I was like, if Amy needs them, I will give them to her first because, like, the tour edition of House of Sky and Breath is like that's how it's for me. It's the same value.
Yeah,
and I will give you this.
Oh, you probably already spoken about this, but she has them because I drove to a random place in Birmingham to get her the first one because she bought it off somebody, and I was like, I'm just gonna drive there and get it.
That's good. But yeah, I was like, I will give these to Amy in trade for that one, even if she was, because she was saying she didn't want anything for it, which is like, thank you so much, because I did not want to pay like 150 quid for it.
Oh my god, I know.
But like,
so
I was like, I will give these to Amy if she needs them because
I did go shady book collecting.
like they have the same Sarah J. Maas tour editions have the same value for me as like the Kerry Maniscalco has for Amy.
Yeah, I get that.
So I was like, yeah, that in my head that is a fair trade, and so I will offer them to Amy first. But I'm not going to lie, I am glad she already has them because now I have higher chance of getting a Priory Arc.
They are going to be worth it. Like, people are selling them for so much at the moment.
They are. That's better. It's been hanging over annoying me.
I feel like I am like 90% hair on this screen. I just look at myself and I'm like, I'm just hair, really. Like, my friend, whatever it's doing today. I don't know. Anyway.
Should we sprint?
Let's do some reading.
See
you soon. Yeah. Oh, that worked out well. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry if we've scared anyone. How did you do?
I am on page 415.
Nice. Do you know how many you've read tonight?
I can check because I remember where I was up to when I started. Up to here. No.
How did everyone else do on those sprints?
I've read more tonight than I thought.
Nice.
Wait, I read less today than I thought. I don't know where I was up to.
You read some pages.
Yeah.
You read around 100 pages?
I was up to there. I read
Nice.
that much.
Nice.
I've read over 200 pages this weekend.
Nice. That is pretty good.
Which I wanted to get to page 400 this weekend, and I've done that.
Yay! Round of applause for Alex.
Thank you. I'll probably read some more tonight before I go to bed because I'm really into it.
Nice. That's good.
And it's like, it's not got to the romance yet necessarily, but it's got past the point where they like hate each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's
more the tension.
Yeah, which I'm enjoying.
Nice. Well, I read this.
Do you read
I literally just finished it. I sped through it. I mean, a lot of the pages have like no text on them at all.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so cute, and it was like that. I just love her drawing so much. Like, how cute is this? Like,
So cute.
town, and there's like a little potion shop, and
oh, that's cute.
I love her artwork so much. And there's like the nature as well that she draws is so pretty. Oh, and also there's dragons in here.
I need to read it.
You do need to read it. It's so cute. Hang on.
That's so cute.
Baby.
Oh my
I know.
god. Oh my god.
Like look how pretty the like woodland is.
Oh my god, that's so pretty.
Yeah, you need this book. It's adorable.
Also, if anyone watching doesn't know, dragons are my favorite. Cute.
I know. Hang on. Look when he picks it up.
Oh, I want a pet baby dragon. I got a book from Goldsboro.
Yeah.
I mainly just keep an eye on Goldsboro for fantasy books.
Yeah.
Because they don't really do a lot of YA. They mostly do adult books. I'm not interested in anything other than fantasy in the adult fiction. There's the occasional like general fiction that I'll read. Like Kira Millward Hargrave's books. I tend to look those up and stuff.
Yeah.
Beth O'Leary.
Of course.
But it's mainly fantasy that I read. And so I picked one up partly because it was fantasy and it was like really hyped. It's worth so much money now and like so many people are after it, and I'm not gonna get rid of it. And
what is it?
Find the cover. You will see why I bought it when I show you. Oh no, I just scrolled. He's got a big old dragon on the.
Oh, yeah, that's really famous, isn't it?
Yeah, and like the Goldsboro edition is worth a lot of money, and I have it.
Oh my god, nice.
And the Goldsboro edition of the second book isn't out yet, but it's gone on sale recently and it's sold out really quickly. They've not
Did you
shipped
get
yet.
one?
There's already loads of people in the Goldsboro
Oh my
group
god.
being like, will anyone give me their copy? Did anyone order it but not really want it? Will someone give me their
Oh,
copy, please?
wow.
Get one and all this. I got one, it's fine.
Nice.
But it's like it's not even out yet and people are already trying to get it.
That's crazy. Oh, I'm so tired. Sorry, guys. Need to go to bed.
It's bedtime soon.
Yes. Well, I finished 2 books in the stream.
That's ridiculous. I didn't, but also I am reading an 800-page book.
Productivity.
I read more pages per minute than I have done with other books recently, so I'm quite
Nice. That's good. I'm gonna start this next,
Oh, nice.
which
Yeah.
I'm very excited for because it looks so good. But
Yeah.
I was hoping to start it in the sprints, but I might start it tonight, and a lot of it is like it's like mixed media. A lot of it is text,
Ooh,
so it kind of the formatting reminds me like of Illuminae a bit.
I love that.
I think, is that what you were gonna say?
I was gonna say when I reorganized my shelves, I was obviously like you kind of pick up every book you own when you do that.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I love Illuminae.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but I think it's actually from her point of view rather than like the camera footage that's in Illuminae. So there's like some
Yeah.
text and then there's some like messages and stuff for like a couple of pages at a time. Like that. And then each chapter has the
Nice. I like that. I like it when they do stuff like that.
yeah. It's not like every chapter as well, so I'm gonna start that.
I just reminded myself by talking about Beth O'Leary that I haven't checked if she's got a new book coming out soon.
She has. It comes
Next
out like next month, yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
Beth.
really soon.
It's like it's not my genre. I don't read romance at
But
all. But Beth O'Leary
so
is just
good.
so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Mum just read The Road Trip. She liked
Yes.
it.
It was good. I liked the road trip. I feel like I liked the road trip maybe a bit more than the Switch.
That's what Mum said as well. Because
But the
she said like,
Flash is still my favorite.
yeah, that's exactly the same as Mum.
Yeah.
She said the Flat Share's the best one, but then it's The Road Trip, then it's the Switch, I think.
I think that happens a lot when an author's debut
Yeah.
has like some kind of twist or gimmick. I don't mean gimmick in a bad
Mm,
way, but like a gimmick. So like
yeah.
I don't know if you ever read any books by Stacey Halls.
No.
Her
But I know
first
who you mean.
had like a gimmick to it and it was really good.
Yeah.
And then all her books after that have just been like standard format and they've been good but not
Right.
as good. And
I
then
guess
like
it's like what you expect, isn't it?
yeah. And then the whole concept of the flat share was just so interesting and entertaining.
Yeah.
Like while her other books after that have been really good, they've just not been as good because they've just not had that thing that the flat share had.
Yeah. See, like with the Lido, I absolutely love the Lido so much that I did really like the 24-hour cafe. But I
Yeah.
don't think anything will top the Lido because it was so good. And Mum's read all of her books now as well that she's got out so far, and I think she's the same. Like she said, the Lido was really good, and then the Island Home, which is her latest one, is probably like in the middle, and then the 24-hour cafe is um her least favorite. I mean, she liked them all. I've yet to read the Island Home, but I will. But I actually really like the 24-hour cafe. I thought it was nice.
I was like that
Following.
for a really long time with Matthew Riley books.
Oh yeah.
Not for the same reason. His first, or not his first book, but the first book of his that I read didn't necessarily have some kind of unique thing or
Yeah.
gimmick to it. It was just the first book of his I read, and I loved it. It was 5 stars. And for ages after that, as much as I loved all of his books, none of them topped it.
Mm.
And then he released a book with dragons. Obviously, that topped it.
And you're like, yes, this is what I needed. I
So
feel like
that's like my favorite Matthew Riley book, but for so long it was the first one I read just because of how good it was.
like it's so hard. It's like Like Illuminae, I absolutely loved Illuminae, and then the other two I just didn't like that much because I feel like that format like was so amazing in the first book.
I agree, but I feel like I still enjoyed Gemina and Obsidio more than other people did.
Yeah, I felt like you enjoyed them more than I did
But I do agree that Illuminae is the best one.
because I was like super disappointed by the other two because I just felt like I was reading the same story.
Yeah, so I think I just got caught up in them and enjoyed like didn't pick up on
Yeah,
just enjoying them so much. But her series with Megan Spooner that you took
yes,
of
from
mine,
you.
I really noticed it with that series. Like it
Oh,
was really
okay.
obvious. So just beware.
Beware. Be
It's like
interesting
the
to see.
same format. It was to an annoying extent with that,
Okay.
but it
Yeah,
also had
that's what I
that
found with
same
Illumina.
as Illuminate. It was just so engaging and so readable
Yeah,
that I still got through them really quickly.
yeah. I
So
would like to read them at some point, but
yeah, like I'm glad I read them because they weren't like a slog to get through.
yeah,
It was so glaringly obvious that they'd just taken the same like format and just like changed the
yeah.
setting and the characters, and that was it.
I think that's the thing, like that's kind of how I felt with Illumina, even though I know they're different. But I didn't read them back to back. I read them like, I think I might have read them as they came out. And I feel like if I did read them back to back, I'd have had a better experience.
I think I also just generally enjoyed Illuminae more than these Broken Stars. I remember when
Yeah.
I read Illuminae, I got so into it that I just stayed up until I finished it, and I finished it at like 2 a.m. and
That's
I
so unlike you,
cried.
Alex.
It's so unlike me. I cried loads, and so
Oh my
by the time
god.
I finished it, I had a headache because it was really late and I'd been crying loads. So I
Oh,
was like, I need to
oh.
sleep. But
It's
like
that's sad but also
that was
cool.
like a proper favorite for me. So I think I
Yeah.
overlooked the similarities between the three books a bit more.
Yeah. Because you love them so much. That makes sense.
But I can definitely see like loads of people have said that, and I can see where they're coming from. They are
Yeah.
similar, and I feel like it. Considering it happened with Amy Kaufman's series with Megan Spooner, I feel like it's maybe an Amy Kaufman thing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I do really want to read the Other Side of the Sky ones though.
Yes.
I'm
We need to
excited
read.
for that. Yeah. Well, we need to. I actually think I found the second book somewhere, but maybe I dreamt that.
Send me.
I feel like it was on Book Depository, but then again, it would probably be the hardback, and we'd probably want the paperback, won't we?
Yeah.
Because we've got the paperbacks. Yeah, it's on Book Depository, but is there a paper? Yeah, the paperback's out. I think
Okay.
it's the same. Is it the same? Oh no, is it? I don't know.
You see, with Book Depository, because they have editions from all over the world, I tend to get my
Yeah,
start measuring books to make sure they're going to look the same on the shelf and everything.
they have a paperback on there, but it's nearly 30 quid.
Oh my god. I'm
And I
sure
don't know. Oh, it's also the Australian copy,
I'm
so it
sure
makes sense to why it's expensive.
like when it's been out for longer it'll probably be easier to get.
Yeah, hopefully. Because yeah, I'm not sure if that would be the same one because it's the Australian one.
Oh my god, you know the Aurora Rising series?
Yeah,
I
I
really
need
loved
to
the
read that
first book
too.
of that too. Like loved it so much. And then I feel like I ranted to you about this at the time, but the second book had a thing in it that annoyed me so much that I was almost like I don't know if I want to finish a series now, even with
Oh
how much I love
no!
the first book.
Oh my god!
It's this thing that happens in books all the time and it pisses me off every time.
I don't actually remember that.
I don't know if I should say it because it's a little bit spoilery,
Okay, maybe you should message me.
but it I hated it.
That's annoying.
It's just like it's one of those things where you're like that wouldn't happen in real life.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, maybe you did tell me. I still can't remember, but like it's ringing bells.
Yeah, I feel like I ranted at the time about it, but I can't remember if I told you details because of spoilers.
Yeah.
Um,
I do want to read it at some point. Did you buy Aurora's End?
I haven't yet, but that's only because I have the American editions of the first two, and they're really hard to
I
get.
remember. Yeah, I remember you telling me
I'm
that.
going to finish the series, but there was a point where I was like, I hate this so much that I don't know if I want to.
That's so
I think I
sad.
will. I think I will.
Should we head off?
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like this is the longest stream we've done. 3-hour stream.
Yeah.
I
I want to go to bed, but I also want to read more because I'm really into it.
read a little bit more.
Tomorrow.
Oh, I'm at uni tomorrow. Thank you,
God,
everyone.
this week is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because you've got work and then London.
I've got work, and then on Thursday I've got driving lesson after work, and then after the driving lesson I'm going to a concert.
Oh, you went to a concert?
Yeah, like a classical one with my granddad.
Nice.
And then on Friday after work I'm going to London.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Saturday morning I'm doing a CSI experience thing.
Oh, that's cool.
And then on Saturday evening I'm going to a wedding.
You have a busy week this week.
In Derbyshire.
Oh.
So, yeah. And then Sunday, I'm like, you can all fuck off. I'm staying in bed.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, on that note, let Alex get to bed. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope you've enjoyed these sprints. The next ones will be on Alex's
in April.
Channel in April.
Yeah.
Look out for stuff on Twitter. I was gonna say I will try not to mess up the thumbnail this time. Alex won't mess up the thumbnail.
She might.
Because I did, and it says the 17th, and it's the 20th. But, you know, it's all good. I feel like maybe I made it on the 17th. I just looked at the date at the time.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I didn't look at the date on the day we were streaming. I just looked like it's World Happiness Day. That's cute.
I didn't even know that was a thing, but that's adorable.
I've been quite happy today, and I also feel like we've had a wholesome.
Yeah,
stream.
I've done things today, and I've seen people, and it was nice.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that was so weird. I didn't know that, but people have seemed happy today. Suspicious.
It's the government putting happiness in those COVID vaccines.
How dare they?
Conspiracy.
I feel like we need to end it. Night, Amy.
Night.
Thank you for joining. We will see you in the next stream. Bye.